G.U.I.D.O, we are back here within the totally accurate battle simulator dimension for yet another impossible, in quotation marks, challenge. So the last time we did this, I may or may not have got a few complaints from people stating that I was cheating, that I was using my god powers to my advantage to try save those poor units from the impossible battles. Well, to that I say, shut up. Yep, that's my official statement, G.U.I.D.O. I should probably hire a spokesperson. I am going to take the toughest challenges, the toughest campaigns that the Tabs community can throw at me and insert a bunch of infected zombies into it, because why not? Because let me tell you, if you're one of these people out there making these so-called impossible challenges, I'm about to prove to you that it's not so impossible when a bunch of zombies are added to the mix. Alright, G.U.I.D.O, so here is the collection of impossible battles, and the first thing that I noticed is that, guys, you seriously need to come up with better titles. I mean, seriously? The impossible battle? The most impossible thing? The real impossible? Impossible to defeat me! These are just generic, bland, vanilla. Come on, guys. I was expecting stuff like The Abyss, Chaos Manifest, the 7th layer of hell, but instead I've now got impossible. We are kicking things off with the impossible battle. Wow, what an imaginative name. So it looks like what we're working with is a bunch of cheerleaders and some nasty looking musketeers. Ooh, those villains. Well, if you guys get guns, then so do I. Behold, the sheer might of my army, the assault riflers. Assault riflers? Assault rifle dudes? AR boys? I don't know, I'm still working on a name. Here we go, we got some gun-on-gun action, and oh my gosh, it is super laggy. So we have a bunch of cheerleaders with the musketeers here against my AR army. Now we're gonna get up close and personal to see how this ranged battle goes down. The AR guys are marching in, just stomping ahead, no fear in their eyes, despite the instability of this dimension right now. They are charging in, and they are getting ready to blast at these musketeers. The musketeers are charging in as well, inspired and powered up by the might of the cheerleaders, just marching in. It looks like, oh my gosh, oh, here come the muskets. They're blasting across here, but my bulletproof vest wearing AR soldiers are just deflecting them, including this guy, who, as I said, is wearing a vest that's way too big. Now, when are the AR dudes gonna start firing back? That's very important. We need them to do that straight away, and as you can see, they also have bayonets on the end of their weapons, so if they do get up close and personal, it can all be done that way as well. They are not afraid of close quarter melee combat. Right now, it looks like the musketeers might be taking down my dudes more than I'm taking down theirs. The sheer speed of which they're firing could just be chewing straight through my military here. Let's just let it play out and see exactly what happens. It looks like, oh, the musketeers are falling. The musketeers are being blasted down, G.U.I.D.O. This is only a good sign. And once we've managed to penetrate through those musketeers, then my AR dudes will have free shots on the rest of the cheerleaders. It's gonna be a massacre. It's gonna be brutal. I think that's all the musketeers, and now it's down to the cheerleaders who are just getting slaughtered. Their pom-poms are just flying into the air, literally leaping into the air, gliding gracefully through as they're being shot up by my AR team. They have no offense, no assault. They've got one musketeer at the back who seems to be friendly firing. Oh, is he like a shotgun dude or something? He's just blasting into the back of the rest of the cheerleaders. This is less than ideal for the cheerleaders right here. What? Wait, what? I look away for 1 second and my entire army is wiped out. What the heck, guys? You guys were like 2,000 bucks per man. Ah, G.U.I.D.O, we've got to get back to the drawing board here. We need some kind of inspiration, some kind of message that will indicate to us what we need to do next. I'm searching the stars for inspiration. Wait, it's coming to me. I can see it now. It's slowly fading into my vision. Yes! A buttload of zombies. And not just any kind of zombie. These are specially mutated riot zombies. Decked out with riot shields, these guys are going to be the best defense we have against those crazy, super fast firing musketeers. Their bullets should, and I want to emphasize this, should just bounce straight off the bulletproof shields of the zombies. So, yep. Let's get this done. So you can kind of see the formations lining up here. We have the musketeers in the top right, the ARs in the top left, and down in the bottom left, we have the zombies. Unfortunately, it's very unstable right now. It is so hard to move. I'm going to zoom in and try my best to get the best potential shot of this, just so we can see how these zombies do. They're trying to sprint in, but this dimension is just so unstable that it's very hard for them to actually move without hurting themselves. Like, some of them are falling over, some of them are tumbling. I hope they manage to survive before they actually, you know, get into the main meat of the battle. So it looks like the AR guys are already engaging with the soldiers over here. So let's focus up and let's see if we can catch this gun range battle go down here before we see the zombies move in and hopefully finish off the rest of the cheerleaders and the musketeers. So let's move in. There's a bunch of smoke clouds here, which can only mean the musketeers have started firing at that incredible fire rate. Of course, they've got all those cheerleaders, so they're going to be backing them up, powering them up, and giving them the ability to fire at an insane rate. But they don't realize that the literal zombie apocalypse is approaching at a very fast rate. So let's go ahead and see how these cheerleaders do. I think there's actually some secret gunners hidden amongst the cheerleader horde here. I think that's why the AR guys kind of suffer a bit here, because they can't penetrate through all the cheerleaders in time to take down the rest of the units. But it looks like those zombies are approaching. They might not even get there in time for the cheerleaders to be taken down. It looks like all the cheerleaders are all moving this way, which means there's only one musketeer left right at the back here. Oh my gosh, the zombies might not even be able to get there in time before all of the blue units are taken down. Look at the sheer amount of pom-poms, cheerleader pom-poms that have just been littered everywhere. Okay, the zombies are still kind of slowly stalking them in the background there. I'm gonna let this one play out. I actually think the AR dudes might be able to take this one and get in the bag before the zombies even approach. I don't think the zombies have got one hit yet, but the next battle we do, G.U.I.D.O, the next campaign we take part in, will be an entire zombie army. Well, look at that. Well, there we have it. It turns out that the zombie horde weren't even necessary at all, which means I didn't have to forcefully infect everyone with a horrible and deadly disease. Yeah, I didn't say anything. I think you're hearing things. Let's go ahead and do impossible to defeat me. Wow. Okay, this is much more stable, but guys, is this literally it? Okay, you asked for it. Go get them, boys. We've got a bunch of zombies, at least 20, charging in, about to take on these shield bearers, and oh my gosh, the screen, my vision is violently shaking right now. The world it was like an earthquake of zombies. Those soldiers literally stood no chance. I mean, look at this. The zombies weren't even taking this battle seriously. This guy's just T-posing. All right, let's do downright impossible. If you beat this, I will come all the way to your house and personally shake your hand and give you 3 bags of Doritos. Deal. All right, yeah, it's like some kind of apocalyptic conga line that's forming before my eyes right now. Not really sure what to... Yep, it's still going. Oh my gosh, this is getting really unstable already. Okay, is that everyone? There's not going to be any, like, special kind of... No? Okay. Then I'm just going to go ahead and position my zombie horde in the hills over here. There are literally 100 of them, and they're raring to go. So let's just get this thing on the road, G.U.I.D.O. Oh my gosh, G.U.I.D.O, it's our old friends, the Musketeers. Hey guys, I actually encountered some friends of yours. I murdered them with assault rifles and zombies, but don't worry, I'm sure you'll be seeing them again very soon indeed. Alright, my zombie horde are moving in, and this may be more unstable than the first time, G.U.I.D.O. This is going to be super intense. I can barely move. That's how it is right now. I can barely move just purely because of the instability of this dimension now that there's literally what, 500 units total in the arena right now? It's causing chaos. We are breaking everything. Oh, the shots have begun. Oh my gosh, they're so loud. So it looks like the musketeers are trying to kind of bottleneck my zombies as they come out of this little valley here. It's a valiant effort, and I'm hoping, no, I'm praying that my zombie horde can push through and manage to get at least a couple of these guys down. It looks like they're pushing straight through. I think the only way to defeat a zombie is with a clean headshot. Yes, G.U.I.D.O, I mean, you do watch a lot of horror movies, so you would know. So we're hoping that these guys aren't great shots. I mean, whether those hats they're wearing, maybe they're like hat bills are getting in their eyes or something like that, or maybe they're just downright terrified and shaking. Anything, any excuse I will take to make sure that these guys don't just wipe out my zombies, and right now it looks like that's exactly what's happening. It looks like their tactic of just bottlenecking the valley is working here. My zombies cannot push out whatsoever. They're just walking out into the open, stumbling out into the open air and being gunned down by the opposition side. It looks like the battle may be a little bit closer on this side, but every time I move, everything hurts. Oh my goodness. So let's see if this zombie horde can manage to push through. It looks like one zombie's managed to break through from the pack, and he looks like he's taking cover behind this rock. He may actually fall in a second. He's hiding behind this rock. Everything is so unstable right now. I can barely talk over this because everything is breaking. Of course, we don't want to get to a point where this dimension is breaking apart so much that a miniature black hole is formed, so let's hope we don't get to that point. It looks like the zombies have managed to get a little offense in there. They're managing to push through a little bit, but right now it looks like the musketeers have this one pretty much in the bag. I think this is the last group of zombies behind this canyon here, behind this little rock. All it takes, okay, G.U.I.D.O, I'm not giving up hope just yet. All it takes is for one zombie to break through and all hell could break loose. In fact, I think one zombie on this left-hand side of this unstable mess has managed to break through and is pushing into the crowd here. Now, it just depends if he can survive long enough to cause some serious damage and to really shake these musketeers to their core. Get them worried, because when you're facing off against zombies, it's just not the sheer strength of the horde, it's also the psychological fear. You can be so scared to the point where you'll lose all sense of direction, you'll lose all sense of purpose, and you will start to lose all your skill. That's what I'm praying on what's going to happen, because right now it looks like there's still a giant mass of musketeers which are just firing, gunning in on the final remnants of these zombies. Oh dear. Hey, G.U.I.D.O, you know what? I am going to graciously take the L on that one. I am going to take the defeat in my stride and say, yep, I lost. And you know what? I'm not mad about it. Oh, no, that was me. I was just, I farted? Yes, that's what they sound like, okay? Don't mock me. Let's go ahead and try out Impossible. Ah! Oh, once again, this actually looks fairly manageable. So once again, I have decided to assemble my gunners. We have a giant wall of pistol shield dudes right on the front line here, protecting the rest of the gunners. We got pistol guys, we got shotgunners, we got ARs. This is going to be my squadron. Go get them, boys. It looks like there's a mammoth right on the front line bouncing away. He is just going to be gunned down, absolutely peppered by a bunch of bullets there. So that's the first dude taken down. Now, it looks like we've got 3 kings and a monkey king moving up here. They've got arrows and they're blasting away. They've also got tanks, scarecrows, longships. This longship is about to land directly on this tank here. So I'm not sure what they were playing at here, but it looks like... that just ended up crushing their 2 tanks. They also have Zeus's at the back. But it looks like, really, these shields are doing the best job here. They're kind of defending against the projectiles of the crows. But here comes the lightning. Here comes Zeus. And they're just blasting straight into the shields here, allowing the rest of the gunners to fire over their heads and get some ranged attacks. Oh, look at that lightning. Just blasting through the central line there. The other tank is down. So we've got an Artemis there. And, Oh, is that it? Okay. So it looks like the vast majority of my soldiers, G.U.I.D.O, actually survived there. I've got to say, I was not expecting that. I'm very impressed by the way they've performed, and honestly, what the heck is that? No, dude, you didn't get the memo. This is the soldier faction, not the zombies. Oh, he's just really ugly? Okay, my bad, dude.